Morning. How's everybody? We're doing cough and congestion today because I know nobody's feeling good. So we're talking about all kinds of good stuff in our kitchen pharmacy today. I'm going to talk about some remedies, actually help you, and then this 18-page packet is getting posted on, in the vault. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Joanna. How's everybody? Hold on, I think I can shut this off because I have all my lights on today. Oh, that's better. It's like blinding me. How's everyone? Good morning. Good morning, Tyler. How's everybody? All right. Big day, big day. I'm going to wait till a few more people get on here because I know how much everybody wanted to hear this conversation today. Good morning, baby Jay. How are you? I thought we did this class a year ago, but I don't think we actually really got into all of it. Hi, Armella. I'm doing well. I feel good. I so far making it sort of through cold and flu season. All right, I'm gonna get some nice water on the fire so we can make different teas. Thank you for my heart. Yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna do all the things as HK says. Let's do all the things. Tap, share, repost. Oh, you love teas? Yeah, this is you're gonna learn a lot today if you have time and you can stick around or just listen. There's not much to really look at, but certainly to listen. So a couple of things. When we talk about cough and congestion, I have a lot of notes I'm gonna read too. So it helps me. But when you have a lot of cough and congestion, why does mucus form? Excuse me. What I notice about the world is that we're more interested in getting rid of symptoms rather than supporting them, helping them, finding the cause, all of that fun stuff, right? So what I notice and what I want to talk about today is how do you recognize what kind of cough you have? And then what can you do to support it? Good morning, Renee. You should have something in the mail shortly. Oh, I missed my headband gift. Oh, that forest one, I haven't seen that yet. Well, thank you. Damn it. All right, I should say when I'm going to walk away. All right, I'm going to walk away. I want to get a teapot for you guys. Oh, you're welcome. Hold on, let's go over here. I forgot to get my teapots. Whoa. All right, we have this one, and then we have a brew pot I want to show you. And you won't now. I won't now what? What do you mean? Look, I have my little teapot here, and I just want to grab my brew pot so that... Oh, here's another one. And then I forgot to get these out. Where's my one? Where's the one? Oh, I see it. Hold, please. All right. Here, this is important. You know why I love this pot? Because it has a little cup on the bottom. So when you're not feeling good and you need a pot, Come on, let's go. And you need a pie, then you have your cup too. I love that. It's like pampering. Can you guys hear the fish tank music in the background too? I put the fish tank music on so that we would have nice, calm music to feel better. All right. I am still eating pistachios. Did you notice? I'm still eating them nonstop. Okay. I'll try another one. You saw a few swim by. Yeah, I know. They're all over the place. All right. Now. All right. We have everything we need. Okay. So why does mucus form? Oh, you did. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Here we go. Why does mucus form? The big question. I know, right? It's so ridiculous. Okay. So mucus is a protective secretion from your body, right? It's produced by the respiratory tract, and it traps dust, microbes, allergens, and irritants. And it also keeps the airway tissues moist and flexible and resilient, right? So the protective mucus is for trapping virus, bacteria, and particles before they enter deeper into the tissue, and it keeps the airways from drying out, cracking, supports the immune signaling and healing, and it's usually thin, clear, and mobile, so it moves, right? You can get it out. Like I just blew my nose, I got all that mucus out, it's fine, you move on. The problematic mucus, when you get a cold or you're congested, is it becomes thick, sticky, there's a lot, might be stagnant, it might be hard to get out. It can block your airflow, it triggers coughing fits, and it prolongs your illness, right? So it's often yellow, green, or an opaque, and difficult. Like it's not, like it's like thick, right? So if it's like almost like white mucus or yellow or green, you got something going on. That's when you start sort of helping yourself even more, maybe with like more supplements or something. And I'm going to show you, I have quite a few different things here. Ooh, there's only one I didn't bring out, and we'll have to go see if I can find it. I might have given it to my niece when she was here. You know what? Let's just go look because it's important. Hold on. I think I have one more. Let's look at, we can use this one. It's not the same, but it will work. All right. All right, we'll use this. It'll work. All right. Hi, guys. There's a lot of people here. I'm so excited. We're in a wave. So please tap, do all the things. Tap, post, keep the scroll, ask questions. If you're new here, I'm Chef Liz. I've been cooking food and healing hi Taylor, for 40 years, and I work in a health food store for the past 21. So I'm here passing on the information. This is our Wednesday morning kitchen pharmacy class, and it's all about food and healing. So that's what we're touching on today. Food and healing. How do you heal cough, congestion, sort of get yourself through it? So if you need me, if you have a question, just jump in and I will answer it. I'm really good at keeping the conversation rolling for you guys. Okay, so when mucus stops moving, it shifts from defense to obstacle. So it's like the goal is not to eliminate mucus, but to keep it moving and flowing. Remember that, because when you start trying to like suppress it, stop it, not let it come up, that's when it really can dig deep into your body and kind of wreak a little bit more havoc than you want, right? So let's talk about the different coughs. Dry, irritated coughs versus productive and chesty coughs, right? Now, some of the things, I brought out all of my things. So these are all different oils and things that have worked for me in the past. And we're going to go over it. Thanks, June. How you feeling with COVID last Monday and finally feel right again? Oh, okay. Now you must have had, you probably got a little, did you get the cough and all of that, or just, how are you feeling? What did you do to help yourself? Did you just kind of lay low and sleep? Did you feel it? Hi, April. You slept. Yeah. Best thing to do. Recently, I lost my voice and then congestion. This was different for me. Very interesting. So I have this herbal formula and it says singers on it. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to so this. If you find this, take a snapshot. This is a great thing. Now, it's not just for singers, but I tend to, like you. Who said that? Where are you? Good morning. Good morning, April. Oh, Ermila. I tend to, when I get sick, I tend to lose my voice. And I found this in the health food store that I work. And I spray this in my throat. And it kind of brings your voice back. It's very interesting. It has in it yerba mansa, stone root, licorice, osha, propolis, echinacea, jack in the pulpit root. I don't know, it's magical. Makes me feel much better. Anyway, so that's something, and that's so funny that eucalyptus, peppermint, frankincense, and lavender all last week in cotton balls to inhale. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna run ahead. I was trying to get my little hand inhaler moving again, but it's so old and it's just broken in so many places, but I used it for years and years when my kid was sick. I actually, hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. I have to find how to get it in my showcase. I'm not allowed to say that to you till I show it. So hold on, let me see oh, there it is. Okay. Let me see. Did it work? Oh no, it didn't add to my live. Oh, there it is. This is like a handheld nebulizer and they really work. There's like a little water spot in here. You drop your eucalyptus oil or your, whatever oil you're going to use that helps your cough, and you press a button. So I'm just showing you. It's great. I used it. It really, really helps get stuff moving again. So, okay, so the dry, irritated cough versus productive. So understanding the cough, I'm reading so that I don't, it's just easier for me because there's so much going on in the chat and talking. Hey, Joy. I had, there's eucalyptus in here, but this is great. Also, eucalyptus on your chest. The oils, make sure you're using good oil though. Don't buy, get good ones. This is a Korokasha, Now oils. Try and get them organic. You know, there's a company called, oh yeah, the Orikasha. Those are great. They've been around for a long time. They're organic. But the eucalyptus on your chest will help break it up and move it. You want it to move and you want to get it out. So, and then when you get that like one that's really painful and it hurts, the more you rub the eucalyptus, inhale it, all of those things they will help so much. So you keep that in mind. All right. So Dry and irritated in a non-productive cough, it does little or no mucus is present. It often triggered by throat irritation. Maybe it's post-viral. You're dry if you have electric heat in your house. If you're in like higher elevation, you get that dryness. Your nose gets all kinds of goop and stuff sticking in it. What you want to do, it feels scratchy, it's spasmodic, it can worsen at night and or with talking. I know that one. What do? Here's what you do. You're going to soothe and coat irritated tissue, right? You want to calm the cough reflex and increase more moisture without forcing how do you say it? Expiration, right? And then, so how you do that? Eucalyptus, you're breathing it in. You're breathing it in. You are, using some kind of and if you don't have one of these, take your pot, right? We just got a nice big pot. Now you want to be careful, right? Especially if you do it with your kids. You want to be very careful that when they breathe in this steam, you don't necessarily need to put a towel over your head because you don't want to cause any worse feeling. But you can take this and open this. Am I going to get this open? These are very hard to open for me. I don't know why. Hold on. I think I have a nutcracker here. Sometimes they get a little sticky. Oh, was I going to open? Let's show this one. Here we go. Here, this one is first response, and it has all your favorites in it. But you drop some in the pot, and you could just sit here, read a book to a kid, keep them here, hold them. They're going to get enough, the eucalyptus in the shower or rosemary. Any of those are really going to help. Of course, I don't know why these won't open. Drives me crazy. Sometimes they're open, but you gotta pull them. This is rosemary. Same thing. The rosemary is really gonna help. I know they really, sometimes I have to use a nutcracker or I just keep them off and I'll like wrap saran over them. Yes, again, that was the next thing I was going to talk to you about. So when you're creating the rosemary, the thyme, the eucalyptus, those things are going to break stuff up. The calmness is going to come from like chamomile, lemon balm, those types of things are going to just relax the nervous system, relax your coughing, and it's going to just kind of calm everything. You want to get it moving. Lavender works also. Sometimes lavender makes me sneeze a little bit. So these are the kinds of things, right? And we're going to talk about the food too. Please don't eat dairy when you're sick because it just makes it worse, dairy and sugar. So you want to not invite that into your diet. Hey, Joan. But this is a great tool for little kids too, if you need it. But honestly, the pot in the hot water works just as well. Nice. All right. Hold on. I'm texting you. I don't know. Oh my God, that meat looks beautiful. Do you hear my fish tank? Sorry, guys. Ooh, my fish tank music is shut off. There it is. Okay. So you want to keep the pot here. You can put a towel over your head. You can breathe into one of these things, anything that's going to help. The shower with eucalyptus, fabulous. You have the shower running. You just throw drops into the water, on the ground or, on the shower floor. And all of that is just going to come, up and really help. All right. Hi, Melanie. Thanks for my heart. So, productive chesty cough. Mucus is present but not clearing easily. Often deeper in the chest, right? Cough. I'm on my live. I'll call you later. Oh, good. I love you. Bye. Cough feels heavy. It's rattly, tight. Mucus may be thick or sticky. What in the shower, gal? Not if you have like a hot shower. You're not dropping the whole bottle. You're doing droplets, right? So if you shake like 10 droplets in your shower and let that hot water, don't do a dance, just stand there, it should be okay. Do you have one of those mats on the floor? But if you feel like that doesn't work for you, you could also, thank you. You could also, thank you, Melanie, for my confetti. You can also put it in a little bowl in your shower and let the hot water hit it and the vapors will come up. You could do that if you're worried, okay? You don't have to just drop it on the floor. They're oils, so I would imagine you could slip a little, but when you say that to me, I'm like, okay, don't do it. Yeah, put it in a corner. Exactly. Put it like the way my shower is. It's like a rectangle, so you could put it in the back where you're not going to step. Anything that's just going to create the heat and warmth to breathe it in. You want to do that. I feel like I want to just leave this here now. It smells so good. So upper airways versus lower respiratory congestion, right? Oh, let me finish with the productive one. So thin and mobilized mucus, again, support gentle expectoration, can't say that word, and reduce inflammation while allowing clearing. So, again, when you use dairy, sugar, all of those things, it's going to make it a lot easier. Yes, I know. Thank you for saying that, because I forget those kinds of things. Gal. So now sinuses, nasal passages, and throat are your upper airway, right? Stuffy, runny nose, post-nasal drip. Although I want to do a little side note. Post-nasal drip, when you're not sick or not have a cold or not in dis-ease, that sometimes speaks of food sensitivities. You eat something and your nose starts to drip, back of your throat starts to drip. Make a mental note, write it down. That could be a food sensitivity. June, you have the stuffy, runny, postnasal sinus pressure, headache, frequent throat clearing. That's what's going on for you. I mean, all of the things that we're talking about are going to work, and you can take the the eucalyptus and put it right here. These are also pressure points for you. If you take the pad of your finger and just sort of gently do circular motion, this will clear your nose. Yeah, it's the best pressure points. So try that, June. That will release a lot. I mean, you have to do it all day, but it'll work. Yes, guys, if you tap, we're in another wave. We were up to, so if you guys, do the things. So yeah, you can do a lot of this and it will really help. You don't have to press hard. It's not a high pressure thing. Also here, we'll sort of release the pressure. You can just gently do this. The other thing, if your ears start to get, backed up, Take eucalyptus and drain them. Not pressure, just soft movement. Yes, migraines are here. But here with eucalyptus oil, this feels so good. And there's no pressure. You don't need to do pressure. It's just simply, pushing your head, gently moving through your ears, and you will feel it drain. 5-10 minutes, you're sitting on the couch, you don't feel good. Just do this with some eucalyptus. You'll be like, oh my God, that feels so good, right? You're just doing all these pressure points. Good morning, Kelly. How did the beer tacos turn out? They are marinating as we speak. Tomorrow morning when I get to work, I'm gonna be putting it in the oven, and in the afternoon, we are gonna be eating tacos. Yeah, breathing exercises are important, especially if you start to get lower. Okay, so best support, again, warm saline rinses. Now, I have a neti pot somewhere in this house. No, you did not miss them. Have to sit at my desk and massage my pressure points. That's it. It's okay. You can do it. It's allowed, Hi, Andrew. So, hey, Joan. So now okay, so warm saline rinses. Now, what I notice is when your nose is really stuffed, try and get it clear before you use that neti pot, because sometimes it doesn't get through. And oh yeah, this is great. This is more like a drainage, like your eustachian tubes and your lymph. This is good. It feels so good just doing this. It's great. Steam and inhalation, warm fluids, warm lemon water and thyme. We're going to do that in a minute. Light spices that open the nasal passages. If you like horseradish, this is a good time to do something with horseradish. Like you could use what could you put horseradish in? You could make like cucumber and a little bit, I know, me too. Maybe use like a vegenaise or a little lemon, shrimp. Yeah, I don't know too many people that when they have a cold, they'll eat shrimp, but all right, we could try it. Hi, Bianca. Thanks for the share. Yeah, tapping. We have 90,000 to go. That's our goal always. And then, good morning. All right, so now let's look at our lower respiratory. This is the bronchial, your lungs. This is where, celery stalks. Yeah, ooh, that sounds good. I like that. Chest tightens, deep coughing, that hurts your ribs, difficulty breathing, thick lingering phlegm. What you're looking for is warm broths and teas. If you have bone broth, make a cup of bone broth, the miso broth, your chamomile, lemon, mullein tea. Where's our mullein tea? Mullein leaf tea. Everybody should have this in their pantry for the season. Wasabi, fabulous, wonderful to use. That's all clearing. A lot of people use Tiger Balm. Tiger Balm's another great thing. That for me is like a eucalyptus. It's more fun for me to use that. Expectorant herbs, and we're going to go through them. The warm chest, adequate hydration, right? Circulation. Thank you, Ruby. How are you? Now remember, what was I just going to say? I totally forgot. Hey, Charlie. Okay, that's it. I got to have coffee. I was going to try not to drink it today, and I've just decided that's not happening. Oh, please. I'll do a little cup, just a little one. Listening at work today. Yes. All right, we'll whisper. I have my fish tank music on today. All right, I'm making my mushroom coffee. Oh, you like the tea towel? All right, we'll see if we can find one. Now, if you want to drink rosemary or thyme, you can do dried or fresh herbs. Do not drink the oils, please. They are usually generally not safe to ingest. I will tell you, I used doTERRA oils one time, and I took too much. Every night, this is very weird to tell you, but every night for 10 days, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and threw up after ingesting those. Every night. It was very strange. It was the only thing I did different, and I was like, okay, I'm not using those anymore. Wow, Robin. I'm going to get as much information as I can to you guys. All right, now, chesty cold. Okay, so why warm, moisture, and timing matters, right? Warmth. So let's go through all these different things. Warmth, moisture, timing. Warmth. It thins mucus so it can move. So, you know, if you put eucalyptus on your chest, you can take like a warm or like take a warm washcloth, maybe, and then put a towel over it so it doesn't get cold. And you put that in, and that will just go right into your chest and help keep it loose and thickened. I know, really, that's where I want to be, Joan. I have my whole front landscape in, you know, like garden beds along, which are terrible, are all herbs. Thank you, June. Well, I got this. I told you the story already. I got it on Shutterfly, but I'll see if we can get one, you know. But I'm not telling you to go there because you can, but let me get rid of this so that I don't get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. There we go. Maureen, thank you for the follow. This is our kitchen pharmacy class. So if you've not been here before, wow, we dropped again. It's going all over the place. Yes, I'm okay with the tea towel not being organic, because I think they're adorable. I just like a shirt on our body to be organic, you know. Not that everything I wear is organic, for sure. Okay, now, let me get back to this. Warmth, moisture, and timing. You want warmth because that thins out the mucus. It can move. It improves circulation to the respiratory tissue. It relaxes bronchial spasm. Hot water bottles, heating pads, warm washcloths with a dry towel over it, with, you know, almost like a castor oil pack, right? You could do castor oil pack. You could do castor oil with rosemary, eucalyptus, thyme oils. Put them on your chest. Put a warm heating pack over that. All of that is going to help really sort of break it down. You're getting the warmth, the moisture, you're getting all of it in one. It signals a safety to the nervous system. I'm reading a lot, and I want to talk. I don't know enough, but I'm reading a lot about cell inflammation. And when we get to that, I really want to do a big conversation about that and talk about it. I'm sort of seeing a full circle of my career. When I first started, I worked for a celebrity, and she flew this doctor in from Germany, and he taught me all of these recipes to clear the cell, clear inflammation on the cellular level. This is going back 1995, 94, before I left for Saudi Arabia. And it was very interesting. He was doing it for anti-aging, and now I'm seeing and reading a lot of information. Frankincense is great for grounding. Thank you. Thank you, Taylor. I know I have this class for me is probably my favorite, kitchen pharmacy. I know, me too. I love I love the Arab world, except for the part where they mistreat women. The rest of it, the food, there's so many things that I love, especially the food. All right, moisture prevents mucus from thickening, protects delicate mucous membranes, reduces cough reflex sensitivity. So if you have moisture in your body and you're not dry, and when you cough, you won't have that pain, right? Speeds clearance from the both upper and lower, right? Head, lungs. And then the timing. Early warmth and hydration can shorten the illness. Suppressing the cough too soon can trap the mucus. You start getting a cough, you use all those crazy store-bought stuff, and now you're sick for 2 weeks, a month, right? You want to get that stuff up and out immediately. You get the tickle, you want it up and out. Keep that in mind. You suppress it, and people are like, I've had this cough for a month. What's going on? What have you been eating, drinking, taking? How are you looking at your cough and congestion? Things to think about. Gemulsants are most helpful at night and during dry phases, and expectorants work best once mucus is present and ready to move. So the body clears it best when we match the remedy to the phase of the illness, right? So think about that. When you're tight and you're like, oh, and it's all dry and nothing's happening and you can't get rid of it. I don't even know that show. I've never seen it once, but I am a New Yorker. I do have that accent. Hey, Lauren, cough and congestion today. How's it going? Are you feeling better? All right. So now, kitchen pharmacy. Cough and congestion, they're not our enemy, right? They're a sign that it's like the cleanup crew, right? Uh-oh, you got too much junk going around. You've been eating too bad. You've been breathing crappy crap. Whatever the reason, the cleanup crew is here. When we listen and we respond with that warmth, moisture, nourishment, you start to really understand, how to heal your cough. Now, here's our goals, right? We're going to focus on thin and mobilizing mucus so it can clear. This is the first part. I'd be great. 2 weeks, right? Okay, so this is great for you. So mucus becomes problematic when it's thicky, stick, and stagnant, right? Blech. I hate that when it's like that. So the body can't clear that. So what's the goal? How do we address it? Congestion in the sinuses, throat, and chest, heavy, stuck, or rattling coughs, and lingering phlegm. This is the acute phase. So you're going to do warm liquids, hydrate, and thin secretions. So steam and moist heat. Remember those nice packs on your chest? So you could actually do a couple of things. You can make our steam pot. You can get one of these kind of things and breathe it, right? You're going to do the warm liquids, a mullein tea. This is unbelievable. Licorice, we'll talk about licorice, elm, slippery elm. We'll talk about those also. This is one of my all-time favorites. I don't know why, because it opens the bronchial tubes, really helps. Good morning, Pittsburgh. Steam and moist heat to loosen and mobilize, and then gentle expectorant foods, herbs that support the movement. It doesn't force it. That's your first phase. So June, you're in phase 1. Let's get you going. You're a test case. I want a hello, my friends video from your bed. So, hydration, warmth. What flows, clearance allows. So excited to try that tea. Do you have it on? Yes. I don't know if it's there, but it's definitely in my kitchen essentials. You can go see Stan. Hey Ryan, you can go see Stan. Go all the way down. Click that button. You'll see all my stuff there too. Ooh. Hi Luann. I'm doing good. We're talking about cough and congestion. How do we break it up and get it out? So now, phase 2 sort of is that soothe inflamed, irritated mucous membrane, and how we do that. That triggers the coughing when the mucus is minimal. So that's when it starts to get raw. You hurt your ribs from coughing. Your back hurts from coughing. You want to coat and calm, tickling, burning cough, sore throat, vocal strain. Maybe that's a post-viral type of thing. So I use, for me, I'll use like all the oils, right? All those. So, eucalyptus, thyme, rosemary, warm, moist heat. Put a towel over that so you keep it warm. You can use castor oil to deliver it in there sooner. I'm breathing in, like we did this pot on here. It's got rosemary and eucalyptus. I don't think we ever got these eucalyptus things open. But you can just stand around. And I was saying before, if you've got little ones under 2, hold them. Don't stick their face under a towel. It's too much and it's too hot for them. But if you're just rocking them or holding them and you have this pot, believe me, their little bodies are going to absorb it. They don't need a lot. They're very sensitive. They're like little puppies, They respond very quickly. Very quickly. If they're a little older and they're drinking a bottle, you can make them a little thyme water. Let me show you what that looks like. So you have a little bit of water in here, right? They probably won't like it, but that's okay. So you're going to take a pinch of thyme, let it steep. I mean, literally, look. I mean, your 4-year-old, Ruby, this is great for them, right? Again, you can be playing with your kid and they're playing and you're building a puzzle or something. You have this little pot sort of in their area. They're gonna get it. You do not have to. They're also good with one of these things. You're sitting on a lap and reading a book to them, and you have this and the air is coming out. You can just hold it or press the button and put it like on a little nightstand where you are. You don't need a lot of fancy stuff to get the job done. You just need a few things. Our grandmas did it. Potato skins, onion. Look, just a little bit, right? You can put a cover on this, steep it, and then you can drain this, bring it to room temperature, or just under, like, if our body temperature is 98 degrees, you could give it to them at like 85. And again, you know how you test your bottle, warm milk? You can test it on your arm. If it feels okay, you can give it to the baby, maybe a teaspoon, right? If they, get that, what's that one? Whooping cough or something. Again, all of these remedies will help them. Obviously, you got to seek medical attention as well, please. But right, you can add this to a bottle. Tension headaches, magnesium. There's a magnesium roll-on. You want me to get that? Let me show it to you. Hold on. I just boiled some water and I put dried thyme and rosemary leaf. And from there, I would strain that and drink it as a tea. And you can give it to your baby, like, I mean, not baby, but if they're drinking a bottle or, they're 3 or 4 years old and you want to give them a little bit like a warm little cup, a teaspoonful, you can get that in them. You can. I know, I realize that. Well, as long as I don't say to go anywhere to get them, right? Because I still at a business account and I put down that I'm my own brand. As long as I don't say like, and redirect anybody, I can share product. I've always done that. So I use the Life Flow. My daughter Izzy uses this, the migraine one, and it's like a little roll on, and she puts it here for tension. Obviously massage back here. You're massaging your neck. Those things are gonna do it. You're making me nervous. It's so silly. I'm trying to help everybody. So this is time, just a little, I just literally put not even a teaspoon. It's just a tiny, tiny bit. And then you get a little strainer. I don't know where my tea strainer is at the moment. I get confused sometimes too. Whether I'm at work, I think I have the strainer, or I don't know where I am sometimes. Okay. All right, that looks terrible. Right, and then you just strain it. I have my tea strainer over there. I just thought about. That's it. 5 minutes, not even 3 minutes. Look at how fast you can see the water. Look, right? Look how fast that made. Now, you can add to this a little Manuka honey if you want. Now, obviously for infants, you can't give them that. But for an older kid, yeah, I did it literally a pinch of each. And it's in our recipe vault. There's like an 18-page packet that'll be posted sometime in the next 48 hours. I'm trying to get caught up so I get these to you faster. But you'll have all of this there. Then you add your little bit of Manuka honey and you sip on it. And it's just gonna, break all of that up and move it. It's also going to be soothing, right? As soon as you add like a Manuka honey, warm Manuka honey and lemon water, we're going to go over a few different things that you can do, a few different recipes. And, remember that honey, it tastes good. And if you're really, really in a bad state, you could always, put a little Manuka on a teaspoon and eat it and just kind of let it drip down the back of your throat. You could do that. But the warm liquid is what's really going to be good. And then if you do something like, breathe in the warm liquid before you drink it, you're gonna, take some air in. It's going to go, all that thyme and rosemary is sort of going to get in your lungs. You're going to feel so much better. Little things are going to make a huge difference. Okay, so calm the cough reflex without shutting it down. The goal is to make it effective and efficient, not suppressed. You hear that, right? When you suppress your cough, this is why people stay sick for so long. Because your body, remember, mucus is, when your body starts to get mucus, you are, it's like a protective coating over, viral, bacterial, like yucky caca mess in your body that needs to get out, right? Dust, microbes, all those goobery, yucky things. All right, so spasmodic cough fits, exhaustion from frequent coughing, nighttime coughing that disrupts sleep, nervous system calming through warmth and consistency, lemon balm tea, chamomile tea, remedies that reduce spasm and irritation. I have a whole list for you guys on homeopathic remedies that match the cough. There you go. 100%, Lauren. That stuff keeps you sick because you're suppressing the cough, and eventually that stuff's going to come up, right? And timing, soothing support when coughing is no longer productive, right? So support the immune response and recovery is the last kind of step. Clearing the congestion is only part of the healing. Yeah, exactly, Lauren. But, mine's the same way. He has, the nighttime one, the daytime one. And it's funny, Isabel's gotten both sides of the pile, and she is learning how to use both. It's kind of fun. If she has to go to class, she's suppressing. If she's home and it's the weekend, she's using all of my remedies so when she gets home, and you know what I mean? It's like, and I think there's something to be said about that. You can kind of do both, but really in the beginning, and I think 90% of the time, you definitely have to be doing something healing, healing rather than suppressing. I love that. Thank you for my forest elf. I feel like that's what I am, right? I'm a little magical. What is that old lady in the woods that has all the magic potions? Come to me. I will help you heal with food. I'm going to have a little cauldron and mix stuff, kind of like that. All right. So thank you. That's a very nice compliment, April. All right. Let me see. So let's talk about food. Food first as medicine, right? Try the food first. If it's not working, do something different. So broths, you're going to do your bone broth. That recipe is everywhere. Everybody can find it. It's free. It's in the recipe vault. It's everywhere you look. You should stumble upon it. It's around. So, it's in the cookbook. It's in the vault. It's on the Book of Face. It's all places. Do all the things, go all the places. All right. So, and warm liquids. So let's not underestimate our tea, right? Let me show you. I'm going to take you over to my tea box so you see it. Not only do I use mullein, let me bring you. We'll look at all the things. Besides our hot chocolate goober bar, we have lemon balm, jasmine, peppermint, Irish breakfast, right? And then let me show you my others. I have my lavender tea. I have my bedtime tea. Hawthorn and hibiscus, not really important. Here's my chamomile. Well, hibiscus and rosemary is not here. I worked for King Fahad's daughter-in-law, Princess Madawi, and like five or six princesses and very wealthy families. Women owned a women's center in the diplomatic quarter of Riyadh, and I went there and built the Healthy Body Kitchen. I just found the menus recently. I'm gonna post them and show them to you guys. They're in Arabic, so it's kind of fun. So anyway, so all teas work. All different ones work, but some of them are specific to, let's bring them over there. Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I actually learned to cook in Saudi Arabia. That's where I became a chef, honestly. All right, so these are the things you're going to use, right? And my lemon balm, that's one of my favorite. It is a nervous system tonic that calms everything down. Hey, Lord, how are ya? All right, we're at 18,000 loves. We need to get to, we only need 90,000 more, 80,000 more. And then we need, and then let me see, where are our goals? How are our goals looking? We have, we have 0 out of our wings. Are those wings? Wait, we have to change that. Hold on, I want to change that. That came with this one. Hold on, with our goals. I want to change that. I want the mask. The mask is so pretty. Let's do the butterfly. Can you guys hear my fish tank music? I'm very much loving my fish tank music. Can you make the lemon balm iced? Yes, Christy, but remember, for cough and congestion, you're looking for warmth. But you can make iced lemon balm tea for sure. But it's very apothecary feeling. Oh, what? Oh, yes, I know, right? I need to calm, relax, right? All right, so these are all, lemon balm, lavender, chamomile, all soothing, all calming, you know? Oh, bedtime too. Can you tell where my world is? Yes, I got what you meant by that. Well, when we're doing a thing like this, to have that music is great. Heather, how are you? Thanks for my heart. All right, so alums, garlic, onion, leeks, very important. Ginger, turmeric, black tea, black pepper you need with your turmeric, light spice, decongestant tool. So if you do have a golden milk with coconut milk and we've done that before, I think. That's a nice golden milk tea. You can make that warm. It has ginger, turmeric, cinnamon. You put a little black pepper, put a pinch of cayenne, soothes the heart, opens your lungs. Whoosh. You could even, if you want, you could add a little wasabi in that. That's going to really do it for you, right? All of those things are going to be very helpful. Next, soothing and demulcent, super popular. Thank you. Let's see, how's our league doing? All right, so now, the demulcent, is that how you say it? I don't know. I'm so bad at pronouncing these words. It refers to like a substance that that soothes, coats, and protects irritated mucous membranes in the body. So those things are like raw honey, honey-based remedies. Like if you do like an elderberry syrup, or they have for kids. They have the honey chestol, it's called. I think kids over the age that they're not supposed to, they're more susceptible to botulism or something, right? So over 2, I think they have to be to drink that. So that's really good. Cooked fruits, gentle fibers, strawberry compote. Awesome. Remember, you want to eat warming foods. Miso broth, all of these things are going to soothe, coat, and protect irritated mucous membranes in the body. It creates that soft, slippery layer over inflamed tissue, right? Irritated, calming, calms the cough. You want that cough to come up easy. That's what you're trying to support. So immune supportive staples, vitamin C rich foods, squeeze a lemon on things, pineapple, zinc containing foods, fermented foods, and gut lung connection. I can't use fermented foods, so I don't use them that often. I can tolerate sometimes like a sauerkraut or like a pickled something, but those kombucha drinks for me, no bueno, can't do them. But they might work for you. Foods to pull back during congestion. Don't you like the way I said that? Try not to eat them. Ultra processed and high sugar, heavy fried or overly fatty meals, and also personal mucus triggering. For me, it's dairy. I'm not eating dairy. No, no ice cream. I can eat butter, but like sour creams, creamy dressings that have, milk or butter, milk fats. Try and stay away from that. All kinds of cheeses. Now, here's an interesting topic. When you give up dairy in your diet, it usually takes about 90 days, but your body goes through, and you have to be now it's happened to me twice I've given up 100% dairy, including butter, sour cream, everything. Your body goes through like a final detox of that, and you get sort of like a flu. They call it a Herx reaction, but Herxheimer, but for short, it's called a Herx reaction. But you are coughing, and it's like your body's getting that final gooey, mucusy crap out of your system. It's pretty wild. So if anybody's ever goes through that, or you're in it, it's pretty wild to experience. Yeah, raw garlic will do that. Yep. It helps support clearing the body of mucus. Herbs and kitchen pharmacy. So marshmallow root, slippery elm, licorice. Now you got to be careful with licorice root. I forget if it lowers or higher the blood pressure. It does one of those. And it doesn't marshmallow too. I kind of feel like they both are ones that you use with caution. Read about them. Expectorants and mucus moving. Licorice is great for skin, I think, and marshmallow. Never heard that. Expectorant and mucus moving. Thyme, mullein, ivy, all great. Thyme and mullein are the easiest to find. Mullein, I think they say mullein. Immune and antiviral. That's your elderberry, echinacea, garlic, and black seed. Right? Now, let's put it all together, right? You do dry hacking and irritated cough. That's the marshmallow, slippery elm infusion, honey-based teas, and warm compress to the chest. Thick, stuck chest congestion, garlic and ginger broth, thyme tea, steam. Oh, oregano oil is fabulous. And gentle movement and hydration. Sinus and post-nasal drip. You can insert that. Warm saline rinses, spiced broths, humidified air. Got that? You want me to say all those again? You guys got your pencil and paper out? I know a lot of you are already in the recipe vault, so you'll just go and get it. Okay. Let's talk about which is the stuffy nose. Stuffy nose is warm saline rinses, spiced broth. So you could do like turmeric, ginger, cayenne, like chili peppers, and humidified air. So these kinds of things. You want to get moisture in your body because that's got to break up all the stuck congestion. Well, the mullein tea opens up your bronchial. So it's actually great for asthmatics. You should be living on that. It really helps. And over long term, Taylor, you will see, you're welcome, June. You will see a big difference. It will really help. Okay, now these are hard to give you. There's too many of them, but there are. Let me see. How many do I have here? I think I have like 2.5. I have 2 pages of homeopathic remedies laid out for you guys. Let me grab one. I want to show you how they work. When you take a homeopathic remedy, they come in tubes like this. And what you do is you sort of open them and then you twist them and little white pellets come out. You see the little white pellets in there? Oops, in there. And you take like 4 or 5 white pellets. You open that. You don't touch them. You just open your mouth and stick them under your tongue and you let them melt. Okay? So that would be how you use your pellets. So I have 2 pages of different ones, and under each one is like a dry, irritated, tickling cough, and then it goes through different ways that it goes through the different ways you would use them. Like there's like 2 or 3 remedies for each one, and you read them, and that's how you know which one to use, and you use it. You only use homeopathic remedies when you have symptoms. You don't use them to prevent something. You only use it when the actual symptom presents itself. So guys, if you would, let's create a wave again. Tap, do all the things. Tap, repost, share. We only have 10 shares today. So we love to do 100 shares, 150,000 likes. It's all free love. Free love. Tapping, sharing, chatting, loving, reposting. All that is all free love. Free love. Thank you, June. All right. So, June, what kind of cough do you have right now? I'll give you remedies. Tell us the kind of cough you have. Who's got a cough? Dry, irritated, and tickling. Okay, so that means you got to get it moving, right? So you're dry. You're going to do a bone broth. I'm still at the nose phase. You want to do bone broth. You can also do like garlic and turmeric in a pot with some cayenne or and ginger, right? And a decongestant. So the light spices as a decongestant. So those are like ginger and turmeric. And then now, here's some of the it's little or no mucus, throat feels raw or scratchy. So you want to do like manuka honey and lemon tea. And then here's some of the symptoms. Tell me if these are part of you. Dry, tickling cough triggered by cold air or deep breathing. Worse at night and when uncovering, meaning like if your blankets are off or your chest feels cold. Cough originates in the throat. Now, the next one is dry, barking, croup-like cough. It sounds harsh and hollow. Oh, we'll get there, Catherine. Hold that thought. Worse at night, better with warm drinks. And then intense spasmodic coughing fits. Coughing comes in rapid bursts. 1. Okay. And then, do you have like any rawness or burning yet with that dry cough, or it's just irritated and tickling? Okay, so the Rumex crispus. Here, Mama. Okay, good. Take a picture. It's that top one. I wish you lived close. I could drive around the corner with that remedy for you. It's this one for you. No. Oh, okay, that was the answer to the other one. See how that works? So if you have a sinus infection, okay, good. If you have a sinus infection, you want to, you can use, these are your, what do you call it? Right here is a point to like help drain the sinuses. You just kind of gently rolling these. Hey, Colleen, thanks for the follow. Good morning, Mrs. Stay Happy. Yep, your lymph nodes. Now, hold on. Where is my friend that said they had a sinus infection? Catherine. Also, there's something called colloidal silver. It's this company does a great job. This one is for throat, but there's one that is nasal. It is fabulous for sinus infection. Colloidal silver is like a natural antibiotic and really can help. Yeah. Where did you put it? On your chest? That's perfect. Use it. If that's what you have right now, use it. Yeah, just use it. You're going to feel better. You're going to start to move that cough. You know, if you have castor oil, also really good. It's not the right one. This is called Clear. It alleviates congestion, but it's a xylitol one. Not my favorite. It has grapefruit seed extract and purified water, but I'm saying the colloidal silver. Get this. This is a great company that I love, and they have a nose one that when you use it, it helps. Catherine, I can't unfortunately say that here, which is a total bummer. June, can you kind of say it? The best place to get it? Yes, the river might have it. I'm sure it has it. Yeah, any of that. Yes, better. But they are fabulous, fabulous natural remedies for sinus, cold, flu. You know, there's other things besides Dayquil, NyQuil, Robitussin, like all of that. Better, supportive, healing, not symptom production. It's so soothing. I feel the same way. All right, so let's talk about, so the homeopathics are part of this little packet, so you'll be able to look at that. And some recipes. So a garlic ginger immune broth. What you can do is you can take, where's my garlic? I had my little thing. All right. So let's do a quick little, and you don't need a lot of this, and you can make it as you go. Like say you don't feel good and you wanna just sip on something that's gonna make you feel better. Put a pot of water. Get yourself garlic. You don't have to work hard. Trust me on that. Let me just get out a board. All you gotta do is that. Look, cut it. Just, you can smash it. As soon as you smell that garlic, you released it. Right? Just smash it, put it in the pot. Done. You're done. Now, take a couple of slices of ginger. Throw it in the pot. Finished. Now, you have a little bit of turmeric in the house. Grab a piece of turmeric. Look. Give it a couple of slices. How pretty. It's a colloidal silver, and it's their nasal one, and it will say sinus relief. I mean, they have a series of all different kinds, and it's wonderful. So look, done. Now, also leek. Awesome. Take a little bit of this, even just one little piece in the pot. You're done. That's it. So it's not a crazy amount of work. And it doesn't, you just put it on the stove. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a pinch of cayenne and or a pinch of black pepper. And you're in it. Right? And that's your garlic immune broth. You can put a pinch of real salt in there for a little electrolyte, and you're gonna simmer it. And you can drink that as a tea, your warm broth after you finish your thyme. And then, even though it's yucky, if you have honey or thyme, June, if you have honey or thyme in the house, like manuka or raw honey or any of that, you can also make the thyme or rosemary tea if you have it dry. Sip on that. That's gonna start to break it all up. And you're gonna start to feel so much better. All right. Next, my house smells so good with the thyme and rosemary. And I'll have to tell you, when my family is sick, that pot is on the stove. Every one of my, like I have those diffusers all over the house. You know, if you were around, if any of you were around the corner, I would be like, here, take this. Be right around the corner. 55, we're in a little bit of a push. Yippee! It's so crazy. I don't know what happened to this. Okay, so that's like a quick, you're gonna see it. It takes a minute. You just bring it to a boil, let it steep, and you're good to go. Something that simple, because when you're not feeling good, you don't wanna have to deal with that. But I would suggest and offer to you, make sure that you have garlic, onion, all that stuff in your house. You guys know how to make the cough stuff? Let me see if I have an onion. Yes, you want to make a small jar of that? I made this a year ago with you guys. I don't have any made right now, so let's make it. Let me see. I think I have an onion somewhere. Hold on. Oh yeah, I have one from last night. Here, we'll make a small jar. Let me show you. Let me get a small little... Hold on. Woo! I'm gonna go get a jar. All right, it doesn't have to be pretty. You just have to get it done, right? Now, I used to do this with sugar, but I do like it better with honey, and I have plenty of honey, so let's do it, right? You have, you can make this and have it in your house, and when the kids are sick, you just have it for them. It takes about 4 or 5 days, but look, You slice up your onion. It doesn't have to be pretty, just shove it in there. And then you're gonna cover this with honey. Now, I'll use a little bit of the manuka. Oh my goodness. All right. And then I'm gonna use the rest with a raw honey. Because manuka is expensive. You know, I don't feel old. I'm 61, right? I really don't feel old. I don't feel like a grandma, but man, the jar thing is starting to get on my nerves. I can't open jars or pick up paper. I do not understand. All right, look, I'm just gonna take all this honey off of this paper. All right, and I'm gonna pour some of this manuka in here, and then the rest is gonna be regular honey, regular organic honey. I have the organic amber, doesn't matter what kind. And then I'm gonna just make sure it covers it. I know, I don't understand. Yep, manuka honey. It comes from, I believe, Australia. And it's very medicinal, very healing. You know, this one happens to be 80 plus, but some of them can be very, very pricey. And then this is gonna create, I'll show you this, it's gonna sit on my counter and I will show it to you on, thank you. June, thank you for my butterfly dances. Ooh, we're moving right along. I always think when we get to that 6,000 mark, I feel like it's easier and easier to get your fragment because you're so close. It's so crazy. They get you. All right, now it gets a little sticky with the honey, but that's okay. Well, I'm gonna use warm water to get it, but this is great. And if you have the strength, June, before you really get it kicks in for you, you might want to make this because then you're gonna have what you need. Your arsenal is ready, you know. Now you're gonna just sort of make sure this is all sort of covered in there with your honey. Look at that. Oh my goodness, so good. And then I'm gonna just get a little bit more honey. I'm using all different kinds. I could use all amber. Let me just clean out this jar. It's like a sticky mess. So good. You see? You have a mason jar, you can make this. We've made fire cider before in the vault, you know, flu and healing. Last year we did this in 2024, actually, when I first started. This was one of our first kitchen pharmacy classes. We did all kinds of flu remedies and, you know, cold and flu. We made a flu cider thing for you guys, if you remember that, like a flu buster tonic. All right, here you go. Now I'm gonna just wipe this lid. And this, as it breaks in, as it moves through and into the onion, it's gonna create a magical cough syrup. And this, honestly, if your family is prone to coughs and respiratory stuff, this is a great remedy to have on hand. My concern, exactly. What's your concern? So once you do this, you remove the onion, you strain out the onion, and you just keep the syrup in a tight jar lid, and it will be there for you. And you take a tablespoon, teaspoon, a tablespoon. It's like an onion honey syrup. It's wonderful. Hold on, I just want to get some warm water to wipe the jar. And it really, really, really works. Last year, my husband got that cough, and he pretty much went through the whole jar. Where's the comment? I have to eat that. What do you mean you have to eat this? The onion and the honey syrup? Yeah, I understand. All right, now I'm gonna add a little more honey to that. I think I have a little bit more honey somewhere. Oh, here he is, another little honey bear. You want to get all that honey wrapped around that onion. I mean, it'll eventually absorb, but you don't want to leave that onion out. I mean, the sugar's a lot easier to do, but I do think the honey's better. There we go, look. See, I'm smushing it down. You'll see this will be very liquidy in a few days. Hold on, I'm warming up the honey so it pours right out. Look at your little broth soup. Look at that, done. It's done. This is great. Want to add a little chicken or something in here, like shredded chicken? You can if you need to. So who's they? And we're not leaving it out for a month, but who's they? You're only leaving it out. You're only leaving it on the counter for like three or 4 days, and then if you feel better, you can put it in the fridge. Don't worry, Sylvia. Hi, Kim. People have been doing this for years. Now, if your house is 85 degrees or 75 degrees, yeah, there's onion Lisa in here. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And you can put onion in here, and then I'm just pouring honey in. I put a little manuka in. I'm just warming up my honey so that it pours out a little bit easier. All right, that should do it. Do not worry. If you get worried, you can always, there we go. Look at that. Came right out. You can always add it to, you can always leave it in the fridge if it freaks you out. My friends have said, well, yes, if you leave this on your counter for a month and it gets moldy, of course it's not good for anybody to eat it. But if you do this, and you'll see on Saturday for our kitchen hacks class, it'll be ready. We're gonna strain it, and yes, Manuka honey is different. It comes from one spot. I think that's from a tree in Australia or some kind of plant, right? And it's wonderful. This is amber honey. It's raw and it's, there you go. This is nice. Yeah, it's like anything that you do, you certainly, when you build your own remedy, you know, you have to pay attention and watch what you're doing, but it's going to be fine. But I believe you. Thank you, Sylvia. I mean, I've been doing this for years. Obviously, you can't give it to a 1-year-old or an infant. You got to wait till they're older. But for adults, this is a great remedy and it works. And it's better than, there we go. Okay, we're in it now. I just had to warm that up. Now, we're going to just let that get covered in there. And then we're going to eat this. We're going to strain it on, you'll see it's going to get very liquidy because it's going to break down the onion and it's going to create that syrup. There you go. And it's got, what do you call it in here? Manuka. It's got manuka and raw amber honey. Whatever honey you have, as long as it's organic and real honey and it's not, you know, that fake honey that runs around, it's gonna work. Now, I always used to do this with sugar, but then I decided, why wouldn't I do it with honey? Because it really helps your cough. All right, I'm just cleaning the edge. There you go, look at that. Now, by Saturday, this should be perfect. Yeah, it's so simple, so doable. Look. You'll see in a couple of hours too, by tomorrow night, we'll look at it tomorrow night. And then on Saturday morning, we'll strain it and then you'll have this. Yeah, Manuka honey is a specific type. It comes from, let me see if it tells you where it comes from. I know it's from Australia. Manuka Doctor, specialist in high quality New Zealand Manuka honey. It's got a lot of healing properties. You don't need Manuka honey, but if you have it, I wouldn't use a whole jar of Manuka honey because like a jar like this is like $25. So, and the higher the number, the more expensive it becomes. So, you know, I'm just, from my country, New Zealand. Oh, you're from New Zealand? Hello. It's so expensive. Yeah. So I just used a cup, like one big scoop, and then the rest is I had amber honey, so that's what I used. Yep, a regular yellow onion, what if you call it yellow white onion, yep. And then as long as the honey is organic and you know it's real honey, again, single source honey. If you have a local honey that you use, that works. Yes, as it should at this point because bees are in trouble. Oh my God. Yeah, well, this one is only the 80 plus. When they go up over 100, they start to, go up in price too here. I can smell how yummy it is, but this works. This is a great remedy. I don't have organic honey, but I have one from my local farm in Vermont. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. 3 bee boxes, so I'm blessed with honey. There you go. Now you can make this. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit. It's gonna make a nice cough medicine. And then, okay, so we learned a little garlic ginger. Look, here's our garlic ginger broth. Again, right? You're gonna get your, let me just rinse the thyme out of this. So this pot, we just put honey. This is honey, a little leek, a little ginger, and turmeric, right? Look at that. Look at that beautiful medicinal pot of love. Now, what I would do If you're congested, which obviously that's what we're talking about, you're gonna add a pinch of cayenne, which I have to find. There you go. You could do cayenne and or black pepper. For me, I love cayenne because it warms the heart. It's a very warm, it's a tonic. Look, you don't even need that much. That's gonna be crazy. Look, just what's on the back of my spoon will work. And then look, you have your own quick little, I mean, that took us 5 minutes. I love that, Joan. I know this is a nice way to start the day. I love that fish. I call it fish tank music because on YT, the fish are floating by and the colors are beautiful. It's so nice. All right, so you guys get the idea, right? You know, and don't wait till you're sick. If you haven't made your honey syrup yet, go make it this week or today if you have honey so that you have it ready for yourself, you know? These are things that I usually do to prepare for the season. My daughter's not here, so we get less sick because there's no school. You know, we don't have a school age child anymore. That's home, you know, she's in college, but it makes a big difference, I think, because we're, you know, especially when you go to the same places. If you work with the same people in the same space, you tend to not get as sick unless, you know, you introduce, you know, the school age kids that are in petri dishes. I find that makes a difference, you know. Uh-oh. I had an ad. Okay. All right. How long does it last? It'll last for the season. So 3 months. And if you really feel more comfortable, you can always leave that in the fridge. Sounds good to me. I don't know that brand, but if it says Manuka honey on it, it really is Manuka honey. You're not, you know, I don't think you can fake that. So this is our ginger garlic immune system broth. So loving, so yummy, very simple. If you have a beef bone broth, and you want to add these flavors, you know, the ginger, the leek, what do we put in here? Ginger garlic leek into this. You could do that. Yeah, exactly. All right, now a thyme honey cough tea, thyme and honey, right? Again, same thing. What we did before, remember when we made our thyme leaf? You could add a little manuka to that, maybe a squish of lemon if you want, and you just drink that. Now, marshmallow root throat soothing. This is a colloidal silver from the Silver Wings. This one is an herbal tincture. It has echinacea and oregano. I love this. We spray that all the time in our throat. And colloidal silver has one. And then there's another one that I am huge on. And I usually always have it, and I don't have it right now. But it's by Barlean's. And it's a throat spray, and it's thyme and olive leaf. Another really good one that you spray in your throat and you feel fabulous. It really helps the process. Now, the last thing I want to show you before we go today is, you know, of course, lemon honey water, always really wonderful. Raw and unpasteurized, okay? But it's Manuka. Does it say it's like one source, right? New Zealand, multiflora, Manuka honey, right? Good. You really are not going to go wrong. You're going to be fine. Here is, this might work for you too, because this recipe, June, might be good for you right now. It's pineapple ginger mucus loosening. So this supports the breakdown of thick mucus and uses enzymes and the warmth. So if you have a half a cup of pineapple chunks, a teaspoon of fresh ginger, like grated, and a cup of warm water. Oh yeah, do the honey and onions. It's great. Don't use all of your manuka, because you can use that for lemon and manuka honey tea, right? Just use like a tablespoon with your honey. And then you want to see it, June? I can show it to you. Let me show you. So if right now, obviously, if you don't have, it's not easy to find pineapple, especially organic pineapple. It's obviously not in season. So it is okay, in my opinion, you will get a benefit of using the pineapple, frozen pineapple. You're gonna get benefits, so don't worry. But the recipe does say fresh, but it's fine. And if you do have fresh, or listen to this, in the summertime when you buy a pineapple, keep it in the back of your mind to, when you cut the skin off, freeze the skin. You know, the outside of a pineapple, freeze that. It is extremely medicinal and wonderful when you get sick. If your kids get sick, you get sick, to have that pineapple skin, because I would actually add the outside of the pineapple. So, okay, so, oops. You're gonna put a cup of pineapple in your pot. And then you're gonna add a cup of water. Now, this is really good when it's between meals. I make tea from the skin. It's so good. Exactly, Lori. So what I'm saying is, you know, in the summer when you're eating pineapple, instead of throwing that skin out, just keep shoving it in a baggie, a Ziploc or something, and throw it in the freezer. No, not yet, Heather. I haven't learned that yet. I just know these from doing food and healing for years and years and years. I'm still like that. It's a lot of work, and I am very like, I have to absorb all of this information for everybody. So I'm very slow. My own self-research. But it's tons of reading, things that we do in the kitchen, things I've learned from my grandmothers. I've learned a lot from Paula and Nellie from Ecuador. Like, they'd be like, oh, my grandma used to, you know, boil so we've been boiling pineapple skin in the kitchen for years to lose weight, to break up congestion when you have a cold. We're constantly doing stuff like that. Yeah, kind of. Oh, have a wonderful day, Joan. Thanks for being here today. All right, so now you're gonna take this, then you're gonna add ginger, and you're gonna, do you have a zester, June? Use your zester, right? Just get a whole bunch in there. It's at least a teaspoon, okay. Ginger and pineapple, amazing combination. Now, if you do this once a day, like say you wake up and you have a little breakfast, and then between breakfast and lunch, this is sort of like a snack almost, right? You're gonna add, so this is it, right? You get, let me make sure you got your pineapple, your ginger, and warm water. Now, you are not gonna boil this. You are just gonna warm it. So you're gonna heat it gently, just warm it. Remember, do not boil it. You can add a cinnamon stick. Yep. You could totally add a cinnamon stick. The only thing we won't add is sugar, right? I mean, if you want to add a little Manuka honey, but the pineapple is so sweet. So now what you're going to do is you're going to kind of mush up the pineapple and you're just going to sip on that. That's going to help. Those enzymes are going to the enzymes from the pineapple are going to sort of break down the mucus and start to loosen it up and start to move your cough. Yum. You're ready, right? You're going. I can tell you're going to put some warm clothes on and either send hubby or you are going to the store and get all these things for yourself, right? All right, does anybody have any questions? I'm going to show you that when it's done. But these are the things that are going to help you with coughs and congestion. Pretty cool, right? So simple, so easy. And if you're really not feeling good, you can eat the pineapple, you can take it out, you can use our immersion blender and blend it. If you don't mind the texture of it, you can just kind of eat the pineapple. And you sip on the liquid, and you want to do it between meals. I need my mommy. I wish I was there for you. Make you some broth, bring you some chicken soup. Yeah, they're great little remedy. And something like this for the kids, they're going to take some. You give it to them a teaspoon at a time, and they're going to like it, So Alice, drink hot or warm. You can just leave it to room temperature. Listen, if you can only get it cold in them, just do it cold. Put something warm on their chest when they're drinking it. Wrap them up in blankets. Wrap a scarf around them. Remember, I would rather get it in the kid than worry about the temperature of the beverage, right? Yeah, that's it. Alice, remember that. Kids, their bodies are still open and very sensitive, young. Hey, Gina. So you can do that, and anything's gonna work. That's how I did it with mine. Anything works. You get anything. I wouldn't give them a nebulizer. It might scare the crap out of them. So just put a pot or a bowl on a stove next to them with, eucalyptus or thyme or rosemary just in the house, even if they're, for kids, there's something called cold calm, even for adults. Cold calm works. They're homeopathic pellets. They're like chalky, and they just absorb into Isabel lives on them. She just eats them, which drives me crazy because then they don't work as well. So you got to hide them from the kids because they'll eat them all. It won't hurt them, but they get less. It works less. But it dries stuff up so they can get a good night. Like I used to give it to my daughter when she was sleeping, and we take it. And I only take it when, I wish I had them here. When, I'm going to look it up for you and show it to you. And oxyacillin, also really good. Both of these are great to have. One for the flu. Here, this one is the cold relief. Looks like that. Hold on. Do I have to? Okay. This is the cold relief. Kids can take it, and adults. And then you have flu-like symptoms. This is good too. Helps. And what's good about these is they don't suppress. They support. There's a huge difference. Right? Huge difference. All right. Did we do all the things today? 25 shares. Did we repost? We only got to 35,000 likes. Oh, good. Good, Alice. Yeah, so if you join the recipe vault, you'll have this whole packet. There's thank you. I love that butterfly dance. Thank you. This is available in the recipe vault, and you can go see my friend Stan. And then you can join that and download all the different, there's over 500 recipes in there, from fun food to snacks to everything. And then on top of that, we have every kitchen pharmacy we've done, all the packets in there. And you get all the recipes, all the notes, all the information. We've done candida, heart health, lung health, inflammation. There's everything. There's 15 months worth of information for you guys. And then you can always see the replay on YT, so subscribe there. You can join us on IG. I really need to hit that mark so we can go and start showing up there. So if you can do that, you can give a follow to the Book of Face. We're there. Follow us here. Just be involved. Get involved. Do the things. You get all the information. So also, you will find our schedule there. This isn't my little newsletter. It kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. We always feature somebody who's, one of my followers that's kind of done done a recipe. We put pictures. And then along the side, this side is all the classes. So Thursday nights, we are doing a Q&A. Fridays, sometimes I show up at work in my commercial kitchen, but I don't know about this week. Oh yeah, we're doing the Bureau tacos, so I'll be around. And then, look, this is it. That's how warm you want it. See, it's just steaming, not boiling, not simmering. Oh my God, that smells so good. Now, if you want, you could take a fork and smush these. So you have this pineapple watery yumminess. I think I'm going to just drink this just for the fun of it today. Ouch. Right? And then what else? Oh, and then Thursday's Q&A. Saturday morning we are doing it was such a pretty butterfly. We're doing our kitchen hacks class. And then Sunday, I'm in my kitchen. Monday night, we are doing elegant entrees for a cold night. Those are our fun classes. Those are super fan classes. So super fans can comment. Everyone else can watch. See, look, this is great. Now you can take one of these pieces of pineapple. It's sweet and gingery with a little cayenne. So good. So you can sip on the water. Now, if the texture bothers you, I will show you what we can do. And it ends with a little bit of spiciness from the cayenne. So that's going to open up your breathing pathways, which is so wonderful. All right. Oops, I'm going to show you. If you have an immersion blender, which if you've been with me long enough here, you all have one. All right. You can blend this. You don't have to, but if you want to have a texture that you enjoy, you can just immersion blender this, or we can put it in and then you can sip on this. Ooh, this This is going to be so good. I'm drinking this. So you see that, June? This is perfect for you. This is a good way to get all that mucus moving. And, you know, look at that. Look at that. Yumminess. Remember, use organic. When you're sick, don't make your body and your liver have to process, you know, overly processed non-organic food, you know. This is beautiful. Oh my God, this tastes so good. All right. Oh my God, I could feel it. And I'm not even in it. So Monday, a week from this Sunday is our next cooking class. It is on Sunday night, Cozy Winter Comfort Foods. Chicken and dumplings. I forget what else is going on, but I know I'm doing the chicken and dumpling recipe for sure. I'm running to Sprout. Yeah, exactly. Get over there. You have a whole shopping list of stuff. I hope you took notes. You should find a lot of this stuff there for sure. I love that. I'm planning a trip to Walmart for you guys to I've not been there to look at the food there. So I want to do that because I know a lot of people, that's the only thing you have. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Sylvia. Make sure you are following us, joined us, get involved, you know, jump into the Book of Faith, you know, follow us there. You only have to put an email in, I think. I don't even think you have to do that. Maybe you do. I don't know. But there's a lot of free downloads at my friends at Stan. So you can go there, and that's, you know, by the profile area. So there's a lot of different places that you can find us. Get involved, be there, do the things so that you don't miss these really yummy, good experiences. There's a lot of free downloads, like a premium pantry makeover. You can join the recipe file where you get a lot of recipes. It's $5 a month. Less than a cup of coffee. Ha! Your giant latte. All right, my loves, we're good. I will see you all tomorrow morning for our Bureau Tacos. All right? I'm going to get that. Hi, Kathy Lee. It's so good. Feel better, June. I can't wait to hear how you feel on Saturday trying all these things. Thank you for all my gifts and follows and wonderful things. I really appreciate it. This is really good. I mean, I'm not an orange juice pulp person. It tastes a little pulpy, but I'm drinking it anyway because it's so fiberful and all that good stuff. It definitely warms the body. It's a good way to, you know, get your energy moving. It's like, I could feel the, from the cayenne, and you can't really taste the cayenne. You just taste the, sort of heat, but I can feel it revving up my body. It's that good, this remedy drink. So if you're sick, so just keep in mind, if you have a cold and congestion, this has warmed up my body in a huge way, just those sips. So you're gonna sweat out your cold. Like, it actually works. I made a gallon of it. I need a gallon. Oh yeah, easy to do. You see how easy? Don't boil it, don't simmer it, warm it only. But that ginger is just my whole body right now. Like, I can feel myself starting to sweat. It's good. It's detoxifying, it's energizing, it's cleansing, it's healing. Hello, love. Hello, love. You want to say goodbye to all our friends? Come here. Come here. Big boy. Oh, look at this boy. This is my sweet Thor. This is sweet Thor, everybody. He's my baby. He's our little sweet boy. Say hello. He's like, what can I eat? What can I eat? Oh, here's his brother. Come here, Runt. Oh. They are the precious little doggies. He's a little bad boy, though. This one. Right? You're the bad boy. You're the bad boy. They're like, what can we eat? My little precious. There they are. Say goodbye. All right, guys. I will see you all. Oops. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Maybe I'll go on tonight. I don't know. Probably not. But I'll see you all tomorrow. They are so cute. They're hungry. They want to eat. All right. I got you. We're going to eat. All right. Have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, join the vault so that you can pick up all these wonderful kitchen pharmacy lecture teaching loves. Feel well, everybody. All right, I got you.